and it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that
Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 55. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Well, it's been a trying year for everybody, but the tradition continues. Super Bowl 55, away we go from Tampa, taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Buying time to his left. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Not much there, only a yard. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Hurts. It is caught inside the 5. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl with it. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Mostert. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled it with the inside run.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
At the 48-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Steelers nothing.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Roethlisberger. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
And 7.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is out quickly to the right. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
That's good.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
At the 24-yard line.
On 1st down, Hurts. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And Jeffrey's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if he comes to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Steelers nothing. Jake Elliott to kick
So
off.
not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
For Philadelphia.
Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 3rd down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It's 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Avery Williamson there to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that would pretty much seal the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead.
Nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. They go play action now. Roethlisberger forced, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. from the gun, a run with Mostert. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.